Greetings from Orlando, Florida. I'm Kirk Dominic, CEO of the World Federation of Youth Clubs, and I'm proud to welcome you all this morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where in the world you may be joining from. I'm excited to be here with WFYC co-founder and chairman of the board, Susan Porcaro-Goings.
Thank you, Kirk. And yes, that is what makes this event so amazing. Technology has given us the ability to come together from locations all around the world to honor some very special young people, youth professionals, and programs that are truly making a difference in their communities. When Rick and I founded WFYC, we did so in response to an intense and growing need. Throughout my career as a television journalist, our years of working with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, and our international travels when Rick was chairman and CEO of Tupperware Brands, we saw firsthand the needs of young people, not only here in the United States, but around the globe. We established WFYC to support youth development organizations worldwide that are providing life-changing programs and opportunities to those young people with the greatest needs.
And thanks to the vision and generosity of Susan and Rick and others, WFYC now supports affiliate clubs in more than 40 countries, operating more than 3,700 locations and reaching over 400,000 young people. These organizations are making a tremendous impact, and today we celebrate them. As we begin the program, I want to send special thanks out to PwC and Kyle and Patty Mariansky for helping make this event possible through their generous sponsorship. Kyle is a WFYC board member and a partner with PwC, and he and Patty have been longtime supporters of youth development around the world, particularly our affiliate clubs in South Africa. And we're thrilled that Kyle could join us today.
On behalf of PwC, my wife Patty, who is a tireless child advocate and volunteer, and myself, we're proud to once again sponsor our Promise Awards this year. Patty and I have been the beneficiaries of support, caring, nurturing, as well as opportunities for education and skills development in our younger years. And we've seen the great benefits that has come as a result of that. And that's why we're passionate about supporting those organizations and people. We're providing the same opportunities to youth around the world. We've been involved in youth organizations for 15 years, working with Boys and Girls Clubs in Chicago, Central Florida, South Africa, and visiting other places. And I've seen a lot of the incredible accomplishments and great results. It's truly inspiring. I'm super impressed with all the nominees and all the incredible things that you've done this year supporting our youth. We're very excited to see who this year's award recipients will be. Let me turn it over to the chair of our Promise Awards Selection Committee, Gerald Mbale.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gerald Mbale, directly from Milan, Italy, and I am the advisor of the Unified Refugee Program for Special Olympics. I previously served on 2022 as a member of the Promise Award Selection Committee, but this year I was honored to be the chair of the Promise Award Selection Committee. And as members of the Selection Committee, we review applications from outstanding young individuals, leaders, and initiatives worldwide. Youth development is important to me because it focuses in boosting the potential of each young individual, helping them to build essential life skills and a sense of belonging, a self-esteem. And this approach embraces individuality, fostering responsibility, resilience, and active citizenship. That's important. This is very important. Investing in positive youth development not only benefits the well-being of youth, but also contribute to the future of our communities and society as a whole. So, and I can testify in firsthand because having a refugee background and being able to benefit from practical youth development has helped me a lot. Keep it up with your dedication, your hard work, and exceptional commitments. You are leaders of today, and you are also leaders of tomorrow. And I believe that the future will be filled with much remarkable achievement like this one. So thank you so much. Congratulations again to all the honorees and all the best. Bye.
Thanks, Gerald. There were more than 50 outstanding nominees this year, and we were fortunate to have an experienced group of youth advocates on the Promise Awards Committee who painstakingly reviewed this year's submissions. We sincerely thank them for taking on such a difficult task with such great care and consideration. Now, I would like to introduce our fellow WFYC board member, Beau Bridges. You may know Beau as an Emmy, Grammy, and Golden Globe award-winning actor, but you may not know that he and his family were instrumental in establishing the Boys and Girls Clubs of South Africa, a WFYC affiliate organization that now operates 9 clubs in Soweto and around the Johannesburg area, with plans for expansion. Beau?
Thank you, Susan. And special thanks to all of you for joining me at the 3rd Annual Promise Awards. If you've attended this event before, welcome back. And if this is your first Promise Award celebration, you're about to be wowed by the stories of some incredible people and programs that make youth club work possible around the world. Our celebration honors exceptional programs, staff, volunteers, and youth who are making a positive and lasting impact. During today's celebration, you will hear about some truly impressive programs that are changing lives. These programs are the glue that keeps young people engaged in safe, positive, and supportive youth club spaces. You will meet remarkable staff and volunteers who wake up each day and choose to serve their communities by supporting their local youth club. Each of our 4 award recipients will share stories of triumph, determination, and dedication. Some have worked or volunteered at their club for decades, and others are new to the movement. Regardless of their years of service, all of today's honorees have one thing in common: the unwavering dedication to a brighter future for youth. Perhaps most exciting, today, you will hear from some phenomenal young people whose steadfast commitment to advocacy and change is leading the way for others in their clubs and communities. I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Chuck Majak, who will introduce the first category of our awards.
Let's kick things off with our first award category, the Program of the Year Award. This award honors a program that has made a profound difference in addressing critical issues, achieving meaningful outcomes, and improving the lives of young people in their community. The recipient in this category is selected for demonstrating exceptional innovation, creativity, excellence, and hard work.
Thank you, Chuck, for being with us today and for your commitment to youth development around the globe. Before we announce the Program of the Year recipient, I'd like to congratulate 2 programs that were so impressive we felt they deserved to be honored as well, and we've named them as honorable mentions. The first is the Juntos Sanamos program of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Puerto Rico. This program offers social emotional intervention and therapeutic support for young people suffering from exposure to trauma, violent crime, exploitation, or other adverse experiences.
The second honorable mention goes to the Empowerment of Women program at Clubs de Niños y Niñas de Centroamérica. This is a program close to my heart. They uplift disadvantaged and vulnerable young girls by providing education and business skills that lead to self-sufficiency and break the cycle of generational poverty. Congratulations to both programs, and thank you for the work you are doing in your communities.
Now to our Program of the Year award recipient. This program operates in the Akumfi district in central Ghana, where farming and fishing are a way of life. The program aims to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture by teaching farming skills to youth. I'm proud to announce Scholars in Farming as this year's WFYC Program of the Year.
You know what I think, Kirk, that we need to hear directly from the staff, youth, and parents impacted by this remarkable program at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Ghana.
Scholars in Farming was started to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Despite increasing youth unemployment and food insecurity, farming amongst youth populations in the region carries a stigma that this industry is only for older people and rural dwellers. Boys and Girls Clubs of Ghana locations are typically found in fishing and farming communities, with the parents of most of the youth working as fishermen or farmers. Scholars in Farming has been in operation for over 7 years. Throughout those 7 years, the program has served 25 students per year. These students plant corn, potatoes, sweet potatoes, maize, and cassava. Now, these students know how important this skill is to not only themselves and their families, but to the community as a whole.
Thank you so much, West Federation Youth Club, for recognizing my effort.
So happy. You've made our day. You've made our day.
Being recognized at the World Federation of Youth Clubs is a great honor, and it fills me with pride.
My family Mercy Obin, Babayin Educate Afro. Since our church anima, Wabot Santum, Webra Ebru, since ya bibimpo aye yetu yafidina yedi, na yatuduzu, yetobi nala otobina audition, nti akodumana wanyina aframi, oy menje papa, oy menje wadanafa, tam ntitinimu.
Students have been hitting their quotas of food security by consistently having fresh crops ready to purchase and consume, while having other crops maturing and ready for harvest. Students now see this program as an investment for their future and have already begun generating income.
I'm also inspired and excited by the World Federation of Youth Clubs Promise Award that has provided support for youth globally.
Congratulations to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Ghana's Scholars in Farming program for receiving the 2023 Program of the Year Award. This program is transforming lives and livelihoods for young people in Ghana, and we're so proud to honor them with this year's Program of the Year Award. Congratulations to all of the honorees in this category. Your work is the backbone of youth development around the world. And now, back to Achuk for the next award ceremony.
Even the best programs cannot be executed successfully without dedicated and passionate staff. The Staff Member of the Year Award is presented to an outstanding youth club staff member who goes above and beyond in their daily work to ensure great futures for our youth. The award celebrates the invaluable contributions made by the recipient, as well as to inspire, guide, and support their colleagues as they work towards a collective goal.
Thank you again, Achuk. We have some honorable mentions in this category as well, because there were so many fantastic staff leaders to choose from. Our first honorable mention is Miriam Namulando from Petros Zoe in Uganda. Miriam is the director of the Teen Pregnancy Center, and since the program began in 2020, Miriam has helped more than 80 young mothers and their babies. When we say she works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we mean it. She lives at the facility and makes herself available at all hours for the girls in her care. Thank you for all you do, Miriam. The next honorable mention is Alan Watson of the Durham Association of Boys and Girls Clubs in Great Britain. We were fortunate to have Alan and his wife Anne visit us recently here in Orlando. Alan has been hard at work for young people for 60 years. He was a founding member of his local youth club, and in 1978 he began his full-time career with the same club where he continues to serve today. Under Alan's leadership, they have expanded to 89 club locations, and he was instrumental in the transition and policy changes that empowered girls to join the Boys and Girls Clubs in the United Kingdom.
Congratulations, Miriam and Alan. So far, we've had staff from Uganda and the UK represented, and this year's recipient is making a phenomenal impact in Rwanda. He knows firsthand the difficulties and adversities that young people in Rwanda experience because he was once in their shoes. And today he serves as the executive director of Act for Kids Nakuru, where he oversees staff and programs that keep children and young people off the street and focused on education and workforce development skills. I'm deeply honored to present the WFYC Staff of the Year Award to Joseph Bikarabagabo. Congratulations, Joseph, and tell us more about your work at Act for Kids.
Congratulations, Joseph.
Nyuma ya 1994 ubwo jenoside yakorerwaga abatutsi yabaga mu Rwanda, nari umwana muto mfite imyaka 8 gusa y'amavuko. Ubwo buzima nabubayeho kugeza ubwo jenoside yahagararaga ihagaritswe n'ingabo za FPR Inkotanyi. Nyuma y'icyo gihe naje guhura n'umugiraneza wari uturutse mu gihugu cya Sweden. Uwo mubyeyi mu by'ukuri ndamushimira imbere yanyu, ndetse ikirenze ampa izina. Iyi munsi izina mfite Joseph niwe warinyise. Nyuma y'ubwo buzima bwose nanyuzemo, nibwo naje kugira igitekerezo cyo gufasha abandi bana bari ku mihanda, mbona babayeho mu buzima bubi bugoye nk'ubwo nabayeho. Ni ukuri ni benshi bahari kandi na n'ubu baracyahari. Nibwo naje gukora umuryango wa Act for Kids. Uyu muryango nawukoze kugeza mu 2019 nibwo nabonye ibyangombwa. Uwo muryango rero nyuma yaho waje guhura na World Federation.
Nkimara guhura na Joseph byatumye ngira amahirwe menshi yo kumenya ibintu byinshi, ambwira igitekerezo cye. Hanyuma dufasha abana batandukanye, turabegeranya, abana bakomoka mu miryango itazwi, baba ku muhanda, ndetse n'abakobwa baterwa inda zidateganijwe. Tubafasha mu bushobozi bwacu kandi byagenze neza. Twashimishijwe rero no gutsinda kiriya gihembo cya Promise Award.
Ni ukuri uri w'ingenzi kuri twebwe, waradutangaje, ni ukuri waradutunguye. Ntabwo nabikekaga ko byari kuba, nabikekaga ko nari guhura na World Federation Youth Club. World Federation rero mwatubereye ab'umumaro utangaje, twabigiyeho byinshi. Iyi munsi Act for Kids kuba ihagaze mu buryo bwiza, kuba ifite itimu nziza, tubikesha World Federation. Ni ukuri murabigitangaza, ndabashimira kandi bivuye ku mutima. Ni ukuri mwaranshimishije. Iki gihembo ntacyo nateganyaga.
Ibyo bikazatuma twumva dushimishijwe cyane n'intego y'uko abana babashije kubona ibyangombwa by'ibanze byo kurya, kubona imiryango, kubona aho baba, ndetse no kubona psychosocial support. Tukaba dushimishijwe rero nuko tuzabigeraho byose, kubera ko tuzakomeza gukorana na World Federation.
Mudufashe kujya imbere, mudufashe kugera ku ntego twiyemeje, kugira ngo Act for Kids uyu munsi dufite abana 160 abantu dufasha batishoboye. Dufite abana bari mu ishuri, mu mashuri y'ibanze 80, tukagira n'abandi b'abangavu 70. Abo bose nibo dufite, ntabwo ari benshi nk'uko tubyifuza. Intumbero yacu, ubushake bwacu nuko twifuza muri proje y'imyaka 5 dufite kuzamuka tukagera ku bana nibura 7,000 kugera ku 10,000 mu myaka 5.
Congratulations to Joseph and all the honorees in the Staff Awards category. Youth clubs would not be possible without your dedication and commitment to young people in your communities. Chuck, I can't wait to learn who our next honoree is. What's our next award category?
It is so moving to hear about the dedicated professionals who have made it their life's work to empower youth with the resources and skills they need to carry the torch for the next generation. But there are also so many who selflessly devote unpaid time for this purpose, working as volunteers to support our clubs and enhance our programs at no cost to them. Our next award category is Volunteer of the Year, awarded to an individual who has shown exemplary commitment and contributed countless hours to drive positive change for young people in their community.
You're right, Chuck. So many of our clubs survive on the work of volunteers and would never be able to accomplish what they have without those individuals who selflessly give their time as champions for youth. Our honorable mention in this category knows firsthand how important a mentor can be. It's why he chose to mentor other young people at his club. Having a mentor greatly enhanced his academic performance growing up, and he wanted to give that same support back to the youth at his club as a volunteer tutor. Ezekiel Aful, thank you for your dedication to the members of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Ghana. You are a wonderful role model for the next generation.
Absolutely. Kirk, the work of this year's Volunteer of the Year is truly unbelievable. He has led teams to administer humanitarian aid, medical services, and emergency relief in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. And he has invested countless hours and resources into a school for children with no other access to education. I am so pleased to pay tribute to the work of Reverend Jonathan Weaver, our WFYC Volunteer of the Year.
Over the years, we've now provided medical care for over 27,000 people. 99% of them had never seen a doctor before. The local leaders of Enaim AME Church decided that they wanted to expand their impact into the broader community, so they started a school. They decided to name the school after me. Now that school has now come to the point of having 1,268 students, and Olivia has been a part of that. I've visited the school now countless times over the years just to see the marvelous work done by Olivia and the other very committed teachers and staff there at the school.
I feel happy when I serve people, when I help people. I really feel good. Weaver is a hero, and students at the Weaver School, they call him Dad.
I think that Olivier needs to know the kind of reaction that it has elicited amongst people here in America in terms of the performance, the work, the passion that Olivier and the other teachers have shown. And quite frankly, he's helped me to be able to raise money here in America simply because people feel the experience that he has.
This program is very important to me because I'm trying to make sure I share my knowledge with the local community, especially young boys and young girls. So I need to make sure I have trained them, I have given my best to help them become good future leaders, and also to help this young generation to become good peacemakers in this community.
I'm absolutely awed by it. I'm greatly honored by it, but I'm living out my passion. And that is indeed to help make a difference in the lives of people. I really, really am excited. If anything, I'm increasing my energy level to try to make sure that as far and as wide as possible, whether or not it's within the church circles, within service clubs, individuals, I make it a point to indeed use that elevator conversation everywhere I go to be able to tell people about the Weaver School and the impact. And quite frankly, it has to be a rare occasion that somebody does not provide a positive response to what I'm sharing with them.
I'm really grateful for having recognized him for what he's doing here in Eastern Congo.
Congratulations to Reverend Jonathan Weaver for the Volunteer of the Year Award, and to all of the incredible volunteers who are honored today. Now let's move on to the award category that you've all been waiting for, Youth.
My favorite award category, the Youth of the Year Award. The award highlights the vision, tenacity, and perseverance of a youth club member in empowering their peers and fostering change. The honoree in this category has served as a catalyst for transformation in their community at a young age and serves as a role model for the other young people all over the world.
This is my favorite category too, Chuck. It really embodies what the Promise Awards are all about. And that to me is hope, potential, and the promise of the next generation. Our honorable mentions in this category show great promise. I can't wait to see what the future holds for them. The first is Miguel Angel Vite Perea of the Club de Niños y Niñas Ciudad de Mexico y Estado de Mexico. Miguel is 16 and a very talented soccer player, American football player, and boxer. He embraced the sport of boxing not just for the physical benefits, but also for the discipline and mental focus that have helped him build his self-esteem and allow him to make healthy choices and demonstrate strong leadership skills. I actually had the opportunity to meet Miguel on a recent visit to his club in Mexico City and witnessed firsthand the work he puts in to develop not only himself, but those around him as well. He is a true hero in his club. Our second honorable mention is Abiola Bakari of the Sports and Leadership Academy in Liberia. Abiola is also a testament to the restorative power of sports. He migrated from Liberia to the U.S. in his last year of high school, and using the athletic abilities he honed at his club back in Monrovia, Abiola began competing in track and field and even went to the state championship. Despite having to overcome the challenges of adapting to a new country, new school, and a new culture, Abiola earned his high school diploma and a track scholarship to the University of Wisconsin River Falls. His open-mindedness and willingness to embrace new experiences have been a guiding light for his friends back at his club in Liberia. Congratulations, Abiola.
Absolutely well-deserved. And Kirk, it is our last award of this year's Promise Awards, and I couldn't be more proud of this dynamic young man who is making such a lasting impact on the youth in his community. He faced much adversity at a young age, but learned the qualities of strength and courage. He mentors the younger members of his club, instilling a message of empathy and collaboration. His hope is for a just, egalitarian world of collective empowerment without oppression. In his words, if communities and families were united, we would be invincible. And he is so right about that, especially in today's world. It is with much respect and admiration that we present this year's WFYC Youth of the Year Award to Joshua Gonzalez from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Puerto Rico.
I am proud, that's the word. I'm thankful as well. I have the privilege of walking side by side with Joshua as well as the other Youth of the Year, but being able to submit him as a candidate and also to give him the news was a true privilege. It's Joshua is an example to his peers, to his community, in his school, at home, and he has a great story to share, a story that has changed his life and a story that can change others' lives. So for me, I feel really honored to be able to work with him on this endeavor.
Estoy sumamente agradecido con mis compañeros, por mi comunidad y sobre todo por Boys and Girls Club de Puerto Rico por darme la oportunidad de poder estar en posiciones como esta. Sentía que la vida era súper injusta conmigo, que no me pagaba como merecía. Había pasado por unos problemas familiares súper fuertes que me marcaron y a pesar de todo, gracias a esas situaciones que en su momento creí que era lo peor del mundo, me convirtió en la persona que soy hoy en día. Al igual de la mano con Boys and Girls Club, cuando yo regresé de haber pasado todas esas tragedias que realmente pasé en mi pasado, Boys and Girls Club me ayudó a sanar, a crecer y sobre todo creer en mí, y de verdad gracias a ellos soy la persona que soy hoy en día, porque si no hubiese sido por esa fe, ese reconocimiento, esas personas atrás mío diciéndome tú tienes potencial, tú puedes cambiar el mundo con tu historia, tú puedes ser una persona grande,
This is the culmination of the Youth of the Year program. So they prepare throughout their life with us, and then they compete. So Joshua was the winner in his club and be the champion for Puerto Rico, and he also had the opportunity to go represent us at the national level.
Yo estoy en mi último año de la escuela superior, quiero graduarme y quiero estudiar comunicaciones en la Universidad del Sagrado Corazón en San Juan, y realmente quiero estudiar comunicaciones para poder seguir aportando mi granito de arena, no tan solo aquí en Puerto Rico, sino en el mundo entero, poder expandir mi voz de una manera profesional. Y realmente nunca me voy a olvidar de Boys and Girls Club. El movimiento que es Boys and Girls Club es una de las causas más buenas que las organizaciones en el mundo pueden tener. En ese momento realmente yo veía el club como un lugar para pasar el rato, no como ahora que lo veo como un sitio para crecer, para aprender y para poder emprender, sinceramente, porque es todo lo bueno que puedo sacar de aquí. Hubiese deseado que desde el momento que llegué aquí verlo de esa manera. El club queda súper cerca de la escuela, so camino con mis amistades y lo primero que hacemos es que bajamos y comemos, ya que aquí en Boys and Girls también se provee un programa de alimentos. Nosotros comemos, nos hacemos algún tipo de actividad recreativa, subimos a las instalaciones y venimos a hacer las tareas, a disfrutar, a jugar ping pong, a bailar, a pasarla bien. Gracias.
Thank you for attending the 2023 Promise Awards. I hope that you will follow the World Federation of Youth Clubs on social media to stay in touch with all that's happening in the wide world of youth development, and to learn how the Promise Awards recipients will use their grants to grow their impact in their communities. And I hope the extraordinary work that has been shared today moves you to take action in your own community. Together, we can ignite great futures for the next generation.
Bo, thank you so much for what you do for the World Federation of Youth Clubs and all you do to make the world a better place. I also want to express my appreciation to Susan and Kirk for allowing me to say a few words here at these important Promise Awards. Probably the best place to start would be congratulations to all of you who were honored here today. Very impressive. And we know that behind you were your club, were staff, and volunteers. And that is so important. It's not strange or a mystery what makes the World Federation of Youth Clubs model work. It's a safe space. That's our clubs. It's caring adults. Those are the people involved in it. And thirdly, it's time-tested programs that really help young people develop and advance their life from whatever it is now to however much more it could be. Now, we've made a lot of progress and we're proud of what we've done, but there's still so much more to do in more than 40 countries, but there's nearly 200 countries, as Susan talks about, in the whole world. And to get there, we're gonna need more support. And we're not gonna let up until every young person in every country has the opportunity to have access to a club. So there's a lot of work ahead for us to do, but that's our promise. We're gonna continue to lean into it. If you wanna find out how you can help us move faster and further, go on to wfyc.org, and there are ways there to express your support, and we appreciate it so much. Again, congratulations to everybody.